So we've lots of fresh moss here today, and in this tutorial I want to show you how you can make a foam-free base. So what we have here is a fresh mossed base, and this is ideal for making your Christmas wreaths, autumnal, spring or summer door wreaths on. So just watch the next tutorial and then you'll get all the tips and hints and tricks for making these bases. Welcome to Kay's Flower School Online. So today I want to show you how to moss up a frame. A moss frame is a base that you can then use for maybe making your Christmas wreaths, your autumnal wreaths, spring, summer or even wedding wreaths. So a moss frame is great because it holds the moisture and it'll keep all your fresh material nice and fresh without having to use floral foam. So what you need first is a wire ring. These wire rings can be purchased in your local flower shop or probably your garden centre. The next thing you need is a roll of real wire or mossing wire, but a ball of twine would do exactly the same job. And then of course what you need is some fresh moss. In some of my other tutorials, my live videos, I also show you how to do this using straw and also using Q-press branches. So just look back at our other videos to see alternative materials you can use. So first of all what you have to do is attach either your real wire or your twine to your ring. With the real wire, all you have to do is just insert it through and then just give it 1 or 2 twists and that's it attached. If you're going to use the twine, just tie it in a knot. I find with the rolls of wire, don't unravel them too much, keep them kind of tight and keep the roll of wire close to your body. What you do then is you grab up a bunch of your moss. Don't be sparingly with it, like use a nice big lump of it and squeeze it together, nearly like you're making a fat sausage shape. And then place that sausage shape onto your wire frame where you have the real wire attached. I find it easier to wind away from myself. So get your real wire then and wrap it around the moss, catch it underneath and pull it tight. Leave about 4 or 5 centimetres gap and wrap it around again, pull it nice and tight and then repeat that. And each time you're leaving 3, 4, 5 centimetres gap in between each layer. So that's what it looks like. We will be going around a second time with the wire to tighten it up. Then you get your second bunch of moss and again squeeze it nice and tight, make it nice and firm in your hand. Now sometimes you find there'll be little leaves, there'll be twigs, there'll be branches, it'll be absolutely fine, just squeeze them in. So it slightly overlap your previous bunch and then repeat the same technique. So you're wrapping your real wire around and you're pulling it nice and tight. And as I said, don't unravel the wire too much, keep it nice and tight to your body. So I have my third bunch of moss, again squeezed into a nice sausage shape, slightly overlap where I just finished, and again with the real wire you wrap it around. And you continue that technique the whole way around the ring. So I'm completely around the ring, and now what I'm going to do, just to make it more secure, I'm going to go around a second time with the real wire. When I'm making my wreaths, I'm normally attaching some of the material through the moss. So in that case then, it just makes the moss frame much stronger when you go around a second time. If you're not going to be inserting anything through the base, it's not necessary. Once around will actually do. So as you can see, that's the side that I've went around the second time, and that's where I've just went around the first time. So you can see the way it really tightens it up and makes it that little bit firmer. So just pull the wire really tight, wrap it around, really tight, wrap it around. And as I said, you're leaving 3 to 5 centimetres spacing in between the real wire as you go around. So I'm nearly around to the start. You'll find the more of these you do, the quicker you'll get. You get a little system for yourself, and you can see the way I throw the real wire into the centre. So I'm around now just about, I guess, where I started, which is about here. And to finish it off, I'm just going to cut the real wire, sharp scissors, and the little piece of wire that's left over, I'm just going to bend it over into a U-bend and stick it back down into the frame. And there's your moss frame ready to go. Often when I'm doing these tutorials, I also show how we can attach floral foam to a moss frame, maybe to make a flower arrangement on. So what we normally use is this little gadget, which is called a join it. Joinit. So join it. They are available for sale on our online shop on our website. Our website is flowerschoolisland.com. How these work, they're like a kind of a wine bottle opener, that's the easiest way to describe them, and the centre of it is slightly thicker, so it'll stop automatically when I get to the centre. So just pick a point on your moss frame, and then as if you were opening a bottle of wine, plenty of practice on this myself, just screw it down into the frame, and as I said, when it comes to that wider section, it'll stop, so it won't go any further. So you're left with this little section sticking out. And then all you need to do is get your floral foam and do the exact same technique. Just screw your piece of floral foam onto your little spring-sprung piece of wire. You can wrap a little piece of anchor tape around it, and then it's possible to do maybe a crescent or a horseshoe fresh flower arrangement on top. It is also possible to attach dry foam if you prefer to do something in artificial. I hope you found that little tutorial enjoyable. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me at info@flowerschoolisland.com. I'd also like, if you're watching this on YouTube, to give us a thumbs up, or if you're watching it on Facebook or Instagram, maybe to share it and tag it. Thanks a million for watching.